If there was one thing I knew how to do, it was catch the eye of Silas Davenne. The former Marine stood shirtless in the kitchen of the high-end cabin he was building, piercing me with his intense gaze, the type that said he wanted to devour me in every way possible. On any other day, I'd have stared right back, willing him to do just that, to finally make good on the silent promise he'd been torturing me with for 6 long years. 6 freaking years of him undressing me with his eyes and watching my every move without doing a damned thing about it. Except that one time. The one burned into my brain that had made everything a million times worse. But today was different. Today I was pissed as hell. "You're a real piece of work, you know that?" I said, for once not moved by his broad shoulders, narrow waist, or perfectly sculpted abs. He frowned and furrowed his brow in confusion. "What are you talking about?" "Does this look familiar?" I brandished a crumpled-up note, one with a phone number and the name Colin Graham scrawled across it. He stiffened and averted his eyes for just a moment. His reaction told me everything I needed to know. He was guilty as sin. A fresh surge of righteous anger shot through me, but was immediately tempered by gratification at the knowledge he had tried to keep me from dating someone else. I shook my head, frustrated with my reaction. He did not get to control my love life. Especially since he'd made it perfectly clear he wasn't interested in being a part of it. "Liar," the voice in the back of my head whispered. The crumpled-up message was just one more thing in a long list of reasons why I didn't believe him. "That guy is trouble, Hannah." He turned his back on me and picked up a cabinet door. "What?" My voice was cold, hard as steel. He didn't even flinch as he secured the door to the hinge. Damn him for being a badass former military man. Nothing fazed him. Maybe if I unzipped my sundress and showed him exactly what I wasn't wearing underneath. I was certain that would make things go from 0 to 90 in less than half a second. But I'd be damned if I let him have me after the shit he'd just pulled. "Silas," I said, trying to soften my tone. I'd learned a long time ago anger didn't work on him. Not from me. It was when my words were gentle and seemed to touch something in him that I could finally get through. "Give me a minute," he said, not missing a beat as he focused all his attention on installing the cabinet door, making sure it was perfectly aligned. Silas and the rest of the Davenne brothers owned the Bayou Hidden Resort, and Silas took great pride in the luxury cabins he designed and built. Normally, I admired his dedication. But today, I wanted to smack the tools out of his hands and force him to give me his undivided attention, to put my feelings first for once. When he turned around, I was leaning against the breakfast bar with my arms crossed over my chest, silently seething. He raised an eyebrow, indicating it was time for me to talk. I wanted to scream, but I swallowed it and said, "It is not your job to protect me." "The hell it isn't. You know I promised Lydia I'd take care of you." That again. I knew how much my mother had meant to him. She'd been the one stable mother figure in his life, and he'd have moved heaven and earth to do anything she wanted. But this was going too far. Promising my mother you'd take care of me does not mean locking me away in an office and keeping me from having a life. "Your mom." "Stop it. Mom wouldn't have wanted me to be sitting home on Saturday nights while everyone else is out having fun, dating, finding mates." His expression immediately shut down, and in a flat tone he said, "Not everyone is looking for mates." "Oh, believe me, I got that message loud and clear." The attempt to keep my anger buried had failed miserably. "But you can't have it both ways, Silas. Just because you think we shouldn't be together doesn't give you the right to run my life." "That's not... shit." He scowled. "That's not why I got rid of the note." "No? Then please, do tell." I waved a hand. "What's wrong with him? Too smart? Too tall? Too handsome?" His eyes narrowed in irritation. "Don't be insulting, Hannah." I threw my hands up, my patience completely gone. "Only if you stop being so patronizing.